Hey guys, what's up? We got some stuff to look at today. We're going to try to go over a few things. Just making sure I get all the messages out, letting everybody know we're going live. Trying to get everything set up. Make sure everybody knows that we're live here. I'm about got it all here now. Here we go. Here we go. And guys, like always, um, if you find value in what I'm doing here, just hit the like button, the subscribe button. Let's go to the channel. You can go over to our Twitter page and search us up there. If you have anything you want me to look at or got any questions, just pop them up in chat. And we can go over any questions that you got or anything that was going on today. Um, so with that being said, let's get into it here. You can see the first thing I was doing, I was looking at some options and stuff here today that might be good. Guys, this one, let me go over this one real quick. This one would be more of a lottery ticket. It doesn't look bad. I'm not saying nothing like that. If we come out to the 4 hour, you can see that it's double bottomed here, and it's kind of bullish. Um, it hit, I think the earnings were the other day, and it was estimated at 24 and it hit 23, so they must have thought that was positive enough to get this little push. Um, the options I was looking at was the $11 strike here for $5. Now, when I went, like we was talking about the other day, let me pull this up here. Calculator. Make sure y'all can see it here. Okay. So when I went to the calculator and looked, and we put it in, just make sure we're up to date on it all. I selected the $11 strike. Let me make sure I've got it at the ask. $11 strike for August 20th. So if this hits anytime this week, if we look at the 16th and go over it, if it hits, we're looking at 340% or $17 per contract. Per contract. That's, I mean, for a $5 contract, you pick up 5 or 10 of those. But, you know, let's go back to the chart and look. That's the reason why I say it is a lottery ticket. To get to $11, you would have to hit right in there. And we see this stock moves very slowly. So, what you got to think of when you do those type of plays is if it doesn't hit $11, it's still going up. So that's, like I said, it's a lottery ticket. Now let's get into some that actually has a good chance of making money. Activision, guys, I've been talking about this for a while. Now, there was some unusual option activity come in over it. It was a call sweep for the $90 strike. I'll show you the volume right here. Let me make sure y'all seeing this. Yeah. So it's on the $90 sweep. Forgot what day it was on. It's not the 7 day. Well, I mean, there's good volume on the 7 day one. At 90, you have 5,000. 86, you have 4,000. So those ain't too bad. If I was going to play this close, though, I would do the 86. Yeah, right in here. So starting at the 10th, you have good volume for it. They're $67 for the 90 strike, and for the 17th, you have at the 100 you have 27,000. At the 90 you have 20,000. So this seems to be the more popular play, and I understand why, because um, this stock's probably going to take a couple of weeks to get back up to that point, up to the 100. And like I said, this doesn't have to go all the way up to 100 to start making money. Any day with a good spike in it, you're going to make good money. But what they've done here is they went out to the next big day. Remember, we talked about them last time. The 20th, the 17th, the 20th of August, 17th of September, and the 15th of October. Those are the big days for options. So they went to the next biggest day because it gives them time for it to play. They're not, most of them probably ain't really expecting to hold it 35 days. But if something happened, they've got that extra time for it to develop. Um, the reason why the stock went down, they are in a lawsuit because they did have a sexual harassment suit, and that got brought back up in the news. It's not new news; it just got brought back up. That's the whole reason it dropped back here. But guys, they switched CEO. A lot of the people in charge, they switched them up. That's the reason why we've seen that bullish momentum go into this. And I believe after people realize that this is not new news, it's old news, it's just being brought back up, I believe it'll continue on. And I'm not the only one. I mean, you've seen the volume on them. But this is got some pretty good money in it too. Some others I've been looking at, I think these are good plays, but they're not, we're talking about like 40 to 60% instead of hundreds of percent on your return, which to me that's good. Anything over 20% I'm happy with. Actually, probably anything over 15%, but you know what I'm saying. So we see right here that it's kind of took this little downturn, and with this one, I believe it's going to take off within this next, $23 range. But I'm not going to lie, it could come back down to the 22 before it takes off. So with this one, I believe it would be safe to wait until Monday, and I believe that would be the safer call on this one. But I wanted to show y'all this one and show you that it is an option, it is a good play. I just think it needs a little bit more time to develop. And if it does come down, that means you can get those calls cheaper. If we look at the volume here, make sure I'm reset. Okay. So that's way out. That's 2. So if we look at the 17th, we've got at the $25 strike, we got 11,000, and that's an $87 one. Now these are a little bit. I think these were at about 87 profit. These further out strike ones. The $30, the $28, and then the $25. Those are the ones I'd play on this. So 25, 28, and $30. Those are the ones to play. If you want to go a little bit closer in, what do we got here? There's volume here on this $25 strike for 14 days out. I really wouldn't play the 7 days out. I mean, that's from Monday on. That's 5 days really all you got. I mean, there's volume for it, but those are people that's been holding. I wouldn't play it that close. Let me check and see if y'all got any questions here. Small, quick day trade. Now, we can look at some day trades if you want to real quick. Let's start out and look at the tops. I usually don't start seeing them until closer to 3 o'clock, but we can start looking here and see them. Where am I at? There we go. Make sure y'all's on the right thing. Okay. So what do we got here? Small quick day trade. Okay, let's go through these quick bam saw, and then we'll come back to them. This one here would need to bounce here at the 15 and 18 EMAs. This one here, let's go 3 minute. Yeah, this one's probably dead unless it comes down to the 15 and you see it in power hour spike. So if this one doesn't bounce at the 15 with some good volume, that one's dead. Oh, that one's got a little spike. But the RSI is hot. So I'd like to see it cool down and bounce first. Maybe around that mark, the 530 mark, it could bounce. It definitely needs to bounce before that 18 EMA line or the 50. What do we got here? On a 3 minute. Okay, it's not. Do we got volume? It's just right under 1,000, so I don't like that one as a play. Here's one that's suspended for some reason. Why did it get suspended? There's no volume. What's that? Well, the volume is 53 million. I don't know. I'd be weird at that one. Let me look at Benzinga and see why it's got halted. Halt news pending, it says. So let me look at the news feed here. Let me show you this too, guys, while we're at it real quick. This has been Benzinga Pro. So you can see right over here, we can see that it's halt, news pending. So we can come out over here, SESN, see if there's any news about it. Okay, this is probably the news that sent it off. So it cannot be approved. I get news like that all the time. Oh well, let's go back to it. We'll see if it comes unhalted here in a minute. I got y'all on here now, okay. That would need to bounce there. Let's go back here and check and see what we've got on these real quick. Yeah, see if that one don't bounce. You can see where the candle's pulled up. So let's see what it does there. That's another one, it's cooled off. This one, you might could jump in for a quick day trade. You know, it's cheap enough to where you could get a few hundred of them. I'd still like to see that RSI come underneath. That one's still not showing. Again, with this one, I'd like to see the RSI come underneath 70. That'd show a more healthier trade with it. This one's bouncing right on up. You can see it start to cross the 200 EMA, which makes it bullish. So this one will be a slower build, but you see if it keeps on this track, well, keeps on that track to the end, you're looking at, I mean, without any spikes, you're looking at about a 10-cent gainish. So, you know, if you grabbed a few hundred of them, that could be a quick little profit, and you're not looking at much, but this ain't much moving right now. Let's go to active instead. Let's look into active stuff. Wow, that's really active. Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. Now this has good volume. This is 100 and some uh, million in volume. The float is 147. Now this one can move. I'd wait and see if it come up over the 200 before I played it. As long as RSI doesn't max over 70. But that one could be one. That is BIOL. BIOL. AMD, no. This one, I'm going to buy puts on today. So for y'all that's interested in options, I ended up buying the, on this W down here, once it crosses this, I ended up buying the H, but I believe I'm going to sell those when they hit, and maybe buy a few more. If we're looking at the options, if you wanted a quick day trade on this with options, let's go to puts. You're looking at $80 if you buy the 8, but that's the 7-day, or it don't have a 0-day. Looks like the good volume's at 7 though. So you know, if that makes a run for it, that could be a decent little payday. You can see that whoever was in the 4s up here is already up 150%. And as cheap as that is, you could get a few of those. Did Palantir just suspend and stop again? That had to be a mistake. Palantir, I don't know. I mean, I'm about to buy puts on it. It's double top tier at this. Well, that's technically not double top, but it keeps hitting resistance, and it's got higher lows. Higher lows. No, lower highs. Lower highs coming down. You can see it stepping down like that. If we pull out to the 4, you can see that was trend shot up, and that's about where we was going to take profits on it the other day. I actually took them yesterday, I think. No, I took them this morning. No, it was yesterday. That day right there. But so that's where we're going to take profits at anyway. So I really don't know if it's going to go on up to 27. You know, we'll see if it bounces here. Take puts on that. What else we got? Yeah, there just really ain't much moving today. Let's check FinViz. Yeah, FinViz has the same shit. We can run through these real quick and see. Back to the tops. Run them down again. Nothing there. See, that's got that bounce at that 50. This one might be the one you could day trade today, and you're looking at almost $1 jump. So on a $3 price, you know, if you got a couple hundred of those, I mean, that's a good little payday for the end of the day. I don't know. I think this is going to consolidate. We'll have to come back. We'll have to take another look at these a little after 3 and see. This one I think would be a good one too if it could at least get up over that 50. I'd like it better up over the 200. check your messages real quick. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, you keep it up. Yeah, keep up. Follow us. Give us a like and subscribe. Let's help grow this community into something great. Have a few good traders in here looking for stuff. Yeah, let's come back. Let's look at the day trades again just a little after 3, like 5, 10 minutes after 3, and see what hits. But right now, if you want to put something on your watch list, um, BMCB. You can try CVV, but I'm not sure. It's worth putting on your watch list, but I'm not sure about it. And then BIOL. Let's see if it bounces right here. That is still halted. You know, I don't know what that's going to do. I mean, it said it didn't get approved, so we'll see. Right there's one, CASI. You're probably not looking at a lot of money, but this had that double bottom. And as cheap as this is, you get a few hundred of them. It doesn't have to go high on that. Let's go over a couple other things right here. Today I bought Wish, and let me tell you why. Because we had this double bottom right here, and it kind of bumped up. I know you said, well, right after it sold off a little bit. That's okay. This usually these double bottoms, you'll see them shoot up and then bounce around and then go off. I look for this to close, probably consolidating out, maybe a little bit of a pop. But if it closed a little bit below this, I wouldn't be mad neither. Let's go out to the 4 hour. I'll show you why. So we had this big sell-off today, but you can see that it's popped back up. So we found support. We found support down here, and we're looking for the pop. This is also one I wanted to show y'all one of these tools with. So one of these tools I like using, let me see if this is it. No, right here. It shows trending. Now you can use Google Trends and put it in there, and I'll show you there. But this one looks at Wall Street bets. It looks at Reddit, things like that, and sees what's trending. Guys, look what's number 1. Wish. It was on another one of these this morning. Wish. Is all in these top 10 ranks, and on a few of them number 1. Well, that's one of the things you need in order to get a stock to pop is eyes on it. You need volume. So if you're ever interested in this, it's WSBdaily.com. You can go here and check out what's trending. They've got a few other things you can look at, or you can go to Google Trends. Let's type in Wish. Now here's what I like about this one. So here's the interest over time. Now we can add to it. We can compare it with, let's say, AMC. So AMC is the red line, Wish is the blue line. Let's compare it with MMAT. So you can see, like, over time, what the trend is. You can take these back off. And just go back with Wish and see. And see, it gives you even more data, like, where at in America. I really don't care about where we're at, but I do like this. Related inquiries. AMC stock. Clove. Stuff like that. That's another thing, too. You got to watch for just putting in Wish. Look, Wish Dragon Cast. So you can put like Wish stock. That's the reason I like the Wall Street Bets one a little bit better, is it's only about stocks. Here's another good tool, Earnings Whisper. We'll show you that here in a minute. This one right here is called Swing Trade Bot. You can put in your ticker symbol. I'll talk right here in a second. You know English so well. So right here, it gives you the rundown of what they think um, is good with it. So with Wish, or sorry, this is Lucid. With Lucid, they're saying in the short term it's good, in the long term it's good, but in this intermediate term, they look for it to go down. So what that tells me is that it swings. You know what you want in a swing trade? You want it to swing. So this is good for stuff like that. This is one of those that you can buy shares or calls on the way up and then puts on the way back down. You know, if we go back out to the here, we go back to Lucid. See, we can see that it bounces. Bounces, bounces, bounces. Uh, let's run down a couple of these others that I wrote down earlier. Now this one, you can see that it's already up over the 200 EMA. That's bullish. Now, it's got a $3 run. I mean, if you wanted to play that, that's not bad for shares. But I like this play better for calls. We can look at the volume on it. The 20th first. Let's go back to calls. See, it's got good volume for this stock from the 15 to the $20 calls. Same thing at the 17th. Good volume for it. As there's not even a lot of people playing at the 17th yet, so they'll be cheap there. This is another good one for options. Another one I was looking at is Hood. The dreaded Robin Hood, man. You know what? I don't give a shit what they do with their business as long as it makes me money. I still got a Robinhood account, as a matter of fact. Now you can see that it's spiked up here and back down. If I was going to play this one, yeah, if I was going to play this one, it'd have to bounce here. And I'd like to see it back up over the 200. So this is one to watch. If it doesn't bounce here, it'd be good for puts. What's some of the other ones? Open. Here's one I wanted to show y'all with. This one I'm betting on puts. Look, we have, well, it's even went even further. It was a double top earlier. Now it's a quadruple top. This stock, I just don't see. I mean, it keeps getting rejected here. It's going back down. What I'm waiting for, this is the 15-minute chart. I want to see it under that green 50-day EMA line. Once I have a candle that closes underneath that on this 50-day chart or 15-minute chart, I'm buying puts on it. Might even buy them right before it close. I'm not expecting to hold this very long, so I'm not going to do the 7-day unless, yeah, see, I don't like the, yeah, see, I like this a little bit better. The, that's only days, yeah, the 17th. I like these a little bit better. And it looks like the two to play would be the 20th and the 25th. No, them are calls. I want puts. Right here. The two to play on these would be the 16th and the 15th. Or sorry, 16th strike and 15th strike. On the 20th, if you want to go that close, the one would be the 1250 or pretty much the 15th, the 14th, or the 1250. Those are the ones to play if you want to play that close. That's a lot risky, though. I mean, that's pretty damn risky. You're only a week out. I like the ones further out here. They're a little bit more expensive, but they pay off better. And again, I'm looking at the 16, the 15, and the 14. And those are $75, $45, and $25. My opinion, I like the 16 better. It's cheap without being too far out of the money. Because if we go back to the chart, I don't look for it to go too far down. Maybe around the red 200A. We can see that it's come down close to that before, tested it. So I look for it to do that again. Ultimately, I look for this stock to continue up. So we're not playing this long. This is going to be a, like a week hold, maybe a couple of days, something like that. Just for it to go down, touch the line, and come back up. Alright, let's go back and look at them day trades for the fella here. What do we got? While I'm pulling up that, I'm going to look real quick here. Yeah, see, it's wanting to bounce here, but it just gets a little bit more volume coming in. It's up to 16 right now. I might actually jump in on that one if it gets some volume into it. Let me check your messages. You guys, if you got any stocks you want me to look at, go over, chart it, whatever, throw them up in chat and we'll take a look at them. I've got one more option I want to go over with y'all, and then I got a couple that I want to look at. I don't know what they're at yet, but I want to check them out at the end of the day to see if it might be something I want to play. Okay. Right there, CVV, look, we were talking about it. I hope you put that on your watch list. If you did, you caught that bounce. We said we'd like to see it up over that line. Actually, that line. Now look to see if it don't come down and bounce right here. You can see it went all the way up to 637. That would have been a good little in and out. If you had a couple hundred of those, hell, even 100 of them, that's I don't know, give or take 120 bucks, something like that, 110 bucks. Let me check my stuff out here real quick while we're looking at these. Yeah, those are my Torchlight dividend shares. I don't know when they're supposed to pay that out. Oh, looks like we got some movement here. Yep, right there. That is a perfect setup, guys. Up, down, bounce. Up, down, bounce. And the RSI is not overextended. It's got good volume. I'd like to see this MACD start separating again. The yellow, orange going up and the blue going kind of like flatlined a little bit. Let's see what this does here. SESN is still suspended. Right there, what do we got? Come on. I want to start seeing this price bounce. That's what I look for. When I see them pop like this, I want to start seeing that price bounce. These candles, what they'd call these, this would be close to a hammer or a doji candle. That looks like, if they're kind of T-shaped, that's a doji candle. If they're shaped like a hammer, that's a hammer candle. Right here, this one right here is a good doji candle. If they shoot up from the top, that's either a shooting star if it's green, or if it's red, it's a tombstone. What else we got here? Usually you'd call them tombstone if they're at the bottom, and a shooting star if they're at the top. And they have a whole shooting star pattern. A kiss in our ear is a tombstone, gravestone, whatever you want to call it. Alright, let that continue to do something. Let's look. It might help if I had it on the 3-minute too. You can tell more about it. Yeah. See, this is good. This is good movement. We want to see it take little breathers and step up. This one moving. It bounced where we said it would. Look, right to 15. It bounced off the 15 EMA line. That is good. That could be a good little day trade. You're looking at about a little less than $1 per share. But again, you know, if you grab 50 to 200 of them, you make a good little payday. I mean, it's not going to be killer money, but it's not going to be bad neither. Looks like that's bouncing at that 15 like we talked about. Let's see if it can continue its bullishness. See, these candles, guys, you got to look at them as like, you know, that's a war between those bears and the bulls coming in. So this red candle, it opened up here, and it sometime during that whole candle, it got pushed all the way up here, then all the way back down here. The bears pushed it all the way down, and then the bulls come in and said, "Not in my house, sucker." Bought that bitch up, and now it's turning bullish, going back up. Like the Kingdom of Tumbo. I need to check something out while we're watching that develop. If we don't get nothing here in just a second, we'll take a look at that other option here. Guys, if you want to know the platform I'm using, this is Webull. There's a description in the or a link in the description below. If you decide you want to try it, it's free to try out. You decide to sign up, use that link, and you'll get 4 free shares, stocks, whatever. I know one person that got a Tesla share, but usually they're around, you know, 10, 20 bucks, something like that. When I got mine, I think I got three $10 and 2 $25 ones, something like that, or 4 $10 ones and 3 $25 ones, something like that. Right here, we're getting that bounce. Let's go back and look at these. See, that's still climbing. I wish these had more volume though. Yeah, that and sold off. That's a dead cat. Ooh, that's starting to form a nice little channel. See how it's getting pushed back up? We'll see who wins out on that one. You can see that by the RSI it got a little overextended, but the MACD is still showing bullish. It just needs to cool off. Now it's back under the 70. Let's see if it either takes off here or comes down to the 15. More than likely it's going to come back down to 15 and bounce, just like it did here. Down to the 15, bounce. Probably see the same, bounce. As long as we continue to get higher highs and higher lows, we're fine. That one's bouncing. That one's good. That one. So let's check back in about 5 minutes, see what they're doing. Remember to keep those on your watch list there. That was PMCB, CVV, VVOS. Oh, that might be bouncing. Maybe I caught it too soon. BOXL. That's another one. FLGC. Let's make sure we're still getting up to date list. Alright, so I want to look at AMC now. I bought shares in these the other day, and I'm thinking about buying some calls. Now, I'll have to warn you, AMC is a stock that's been heavily shorted. It gets pushed down a lot. Um, Here lately, it's been living in this $35 to $30 range. If we come up to the 4 hour, yeah, you can tell I've been watching it a lot. You can see it finds support usually around this $30 mark. It has dipped down as low as this 29, 28 mark, but most of the support is coming here at this 30 to 31. So we've hit that. I'd like to see it come back up to at least the 36, 37, and that's where I want to look for options at. Now, AMC options are a little bit more expensive, but the volatility in them makes it really good on the Greeks, guys. They pay out really good. If we're looking at 7-day, let's go to calls. So for the 7-day, the 34 and 35, we're looking at right around 200 and 150. I think that is a good price, and the 7-day is not bad for that. And it's got damn good volume, so you won't have a bit of trouble getting rid of them if it goes south. It's decaying a little bit quicker because you only got 7 days left, so you wouldn't want to hold these, maybe 2 or 3 days at the most, not including the weekend. Yeah. I'd like to come out to this 14. Yeah, see if we come out here to this 14, we can start hitting 36 and 37. So between 263 and 172, from 38 to 35, that's where I'd want to live in this. So if we go look at the options, the best ones are the 36, 35, and then 40. Now 40 is a risk, I'll warn you about that. Let's take us to the calculator real quick before we check out our. So if we go put an AMC here, guys, I've got two calculators. This one right here is optionsprofitcalculator.com. Let me see if I throw this up in chat, if it'll show you the link too. So there it is. If it doesn't show you the link, you can cut and paste it. But we go to AMC, let's select an option. Calm down, boy. Sorry guys, that's my dog. Give me 1 second, let me let him out. Come on. Okay. Now we're at the options calculator. We said we like the 27th the best, and we said the 37 was a good price. So let's go with the higher one, that way we can calculate that in. Go to calculate. Now remember, this is in percentage points when it shows it here. Did I break it? Okay, well that's taking its sweet time. We'll look on this then. This is the other options calculator. This is optionstrat.com. Oh, we have it on puts, don't we? So AMC, we said the 27th. Wow, let's see. I think we said 36. I don't remember. We'll check them both out. So if it hits 36, by Monday we're looking at 37%. Now this don't give you the dollar signs with it. Oh man, okay. This really, I broke this one. AMC, select an option. Uh, oh, I see what the problem is. 27. Then we wanted the 37. I don't know why those are in red for it. Okay, here we go. So if it hits 37 by the 16th, it's showing a 54% profit. If it goes higher, it's 60. So you see, it was actually better off on the 36 day, but they're more expensive. But 50% profit, that's over $100 profit if it hits it by Monday or Tuesday. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Let's go back here. Again, guys, if you're new and you're coming in, if you got anything you want me to look at, just throw it up in chat and we'll take a look at it. That's out. No. I mean, it might do something near the end of the day, but if it does, I mean, you'd have to be a sniper to catch it. Look for this in the bounce at the 18. If it don't, I mean, it's probably dead. Looks like it might though. Yeah, that one's out. That's cash. This one might do something. We're getting engulfing candles, so that's a new one. EVOK. Yeah, if that don't bounce right here, you're going to need some volume to come in for it to pump up after the 50. Yeah, you see this one's starting to lose it too. There just ain't nothing with no real volume at the end of today, which it is Friday. Some Fridays are good, some ain't. Let me show you something here that you can play across the weekend. I've been swinging this one for a while. It's Bitcoin Cash. Now, this one is, it's not Bitcoin, it's a form of Bitcoin. For the price, you can't beat the returns. Let me pull it to the 4 hour here. You can see, for one, I've been watching a long time, but you can see how it bounces. You can find them in these trends. Bounce. Now, on crypto, you can't buy puts, but you can short the stock if you want to, or short it. I don't know, maybe Coinbase allows that. I'm not really sure. You'd have to look that up. I've never shorted crypto. But you can see that they do have wild swings, like just these normal everyday swings are 530 to 567. So, you know, they have some wild swings, but if you can catch them on one of these down swings, bouncing off this 50, see if you look right here on the 4 hour, it's bouncing right up at 50. So if you can catch it either bouncing right before or up, that'd be a good way to go. If not, you can draw trend and support lines. Guys, on my channel, I have a video that talks about trend and support lines. And this weekend, I'm going to put some more shorter videos on there. We're going to go down from everything that, like what is a candle, what different types of candles, all the way up to how to plan out a trade, how to buy options on Robinhood and Webull, things like that. If you can buy options on those two platforms, you can buy them on anything. I mean, the setup really doesn't change much between those two. Webull is a lot like Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade's platform. Okay, let's run down some of the ones that I've been looking at throughout the day. Plug. If you're watching Plug, um, it's went up, but it keeps finding support. If we look at it here, right here. So look for it to bounce at or around 24.29. If it does that and starts to curl back up, that would be a good time to buy shares or options. So this one's a good one for swing trading. Palantir. Oh yeah, we talked about this one. Oh, we think it might come back down. We're waiting for it. Oh, here's another one. I forgot. I think I mentioned this the other day, and we want to go back over it. Square. You can see that I've been looking at to cross under this 267. It's under the green, so I'm buying puts on this one. I'm bullish overall on Square. I think it'd be up to 300 by the end of the year, but it does. Let me go back here and show you. It does swing wildly. See these swings? Swings wildly. And I believe that on this run, it's at least coming back down to the 250, and I might even bet it would come down to about the 240 to 231 mark. So it could come all the way back down here, but I'm betting on at least to the 250 day, where it's now under the green. So if we take that in mind and look at it, we want to at least go 14 days out. No, sorry. That's the most we want to go out with it, because these are more expensive. I said that backwards. So look, there's good volume here. We're looking at puts. There's good volume here at the 250, the 265, the 252. If I was going to play this, I'd like to keep it no more than 350. 350 is not a bad one here. I mean, 255 at 350 is not a bad play. I like it better at the 240 mark, at the 250. Let's see. We said at least down here. So that's 253. You'd make a good profit on that if it dropped. Yeah, that would probably be, if it dropped within a couple of days, you're probably looking at a couple 100%. Or a couple $100. I mean, there we go, 7 day. You can see this is where most of the volume is, but you've only got a week for it to take through, so you don't want to go too far out of the money. So in this case, I would probably not go any further down than 255, but I'd really be looking at this 260 mark. I think that's good. It's at a 250 price. I think that's a really good play on it. The Greeks ain't so bad, but they just going to kill you because it's the last week. So So the more you hold this day after day, the more you're going to lose, especially if it's not going down. If it continues down, you'll be okay. But what you want on these ones at the end of the week is you want it to drop fast. And if we look at the chart, oh, I'm on the option. If we look at the chart, I'll be damned. Come on now. There we go. If we look at the chart, when it does drop, it drops really quick over a couple of days. So that's good for puts. So that's the play I'm going to make on that one. Let's see if you got any questions up. Alright. So let's do a rundown of what we got. We bought some Wish today. We're expecting to hold that because it's bounced. You see it's kind of forming like almost another trend line bounce here. If we could draw a trend line up this, it'd be bouncing. That's good for Wish. We bought some AMC and looked at AMC calls. See, it's bounced off at 200. That's good. We looked at some good call options. Let's do a rundown of our what might be a end of day trade real quick. That is bouncing. You might, if you start seeing this price bounce, you might see another little bump at the end of the day. Yeah, see, watch that price start bouncing. Let me run through these real quick. See, that bounced and continued on like we thought it would. So far, the two to look at is GRNB and CVV. VVOS hit the 50 and bounced, but without volume, I don't see it hitting highs again. We're going to need a volume push in order to get it back up. It did come down. Look, it unhalted and then dropped dramatically and got halted again. Wow. That's got a little bounce going to it. Yeah. Let me look at what I created here today. Okay, yeah. So if I was going to do an end of the day trade, I would either hit this one or that one. And that right there looks like it's going to be the one. That's looking really bullish right now. I like that. It's coming up on the RSI again. See, watch that price bounce. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. There it goes. See, you got the MAC D line getting ready to cross the signal line. This is getting really bullish right now. If I was going to get in it right now, would be the time. You know what? I'll play it with you. Guys, this is only if you have day trades. Only if you have day trades. Alright, let's see what it does. I'm in it to win it. Guys, if you want me to look at any stocks near the end of the day, anything like that, okay, I see one here. VTBT. Let's take a look at it. It's had a pretty good little sell-off today, ain't it? Let's pull back and look at it. Okay, so if you're still in this, um, look for it to bounce at this. This is on the 4-hour chart at the 50-day EMA line. Let's see about the 15. It'll probably, yeah. See, it's already under here at the 15. It'd be really good on the 15 if it could get back up over the 50. Let me run some lines real quick on it. Okay, so look for it 1347. 1363. So yeah, look for it to bounce at or before 1347. That's what I'd look for on this. If it goes below that, then watch out because it might be going all the way back down to the 200. Your next support is at 1188. It could stop there, but I mean, usually, usually once they tank like that big, you know how it's sold off all day, they're going to go back down to 200 at least. That's been my experience with them. You can start watching the MACD. Look for the MACD line. It's different colors on different ones. So the MACD line crossing back over the signal line, and you start to see green candles forming there. And look for the RSI to start tilting back up. You could probably see the RSI maybe even go down to the 30. Maybe even a little overbought or oversold, I mean. That's what I'd look for on this one. Let me check Discord and see if there's anything in there real quick. What do we have? What do we have? Nope, nothing in there. So let's check messages again here. No. If you got anything else, just let me know. If not, we're going to do another rundown of what we got here. Looks like some of this stuff's moving. Yep. Got that bounce on that one. There's no way. I mean, unless you just get a big block come in, block sell, or buy, I mean, that's a dead cat. Yeah. Man, if this don't bounce at the 536 or before, it's dead too. It's the volume left to everything, man. Oh, nope. FLGC coming up. That's one that went off our chart and must come back on. Yeah, you can see that had too big. Be careful, it's getting ready to be overbought. But the MACD is very bullish on it. Hey, no problem, bub. Anytime. If you got anything you want me to look at, just throw it up in here. We also got Twitter. Let me show you that real quick. This is the Twitter for the channel. It's at W Trades, DUBYA Trades. I put when we go live. I put news. Um, I put watch list, charts. You know, other people in the community, stuff like that on here. It's a good way to keep up with everything that we're doing. And let me go over these tools one more time with y'all guys. So this one right here, it's Bazinga. It has a free 2-week trial. This is a little bit more costly, but in my opinion, it's well worth it. This is a setup I like. I got the signals. Let's see if we can get the squawk talking here. This is a squawk, so anything that comes across.
SCSN shares resume, continuing to bounce here. $1.71 now on San Diego, Sandy, November.
So that's a squawk. Anything new that comes across, they put on there. So he just said that that one started resuming again. You can see right here that it's bouncing up a little bit. That is SESN. Oh, crap, I about forgot this one, guys. Spice. Glad I just got that warning. Okay, Spice is one I'm wanting to buy into, but I don't want to buy into it until I see that it's in reversal. You see it's had a good sell-off, and it looks like it's bounced, but we want to make sure. So I want to make sure that it is bouncing off the 50-day EMA line. If it goes under just a little bit, that's fine, but I want to make sure that it comes back over it. If it gets over the 200, that means it's definitely bullish, but I'd like to get it in this 25, 26 range. We can see that it's getting higher highs and higher lows unless this stops it out right here. But once it shows that it's in reversal, I'm buying this one. Spice at this price. It's selling off right now because some insiders were selling. And I guess I don't blame them. They wanted to sell. Why? They could still have a pretty good little profit. Well, their stock was up, but you know, selling a million shares to those guys that have 10 million shares, you know, that's nothing. But this one moves so much, and if we go back to like what we was talking about with, again, this is Bazinga. It comes with a 2-week free trial. You go to bazingapro.com or bazinga.com. If we go back to this Wall Street Bets one, I don't know if it's on here right now, but this is one that you see pop up a lot on here. Yeah, it's not right now. Sophie, that's another one that's sold off right now. I'm bullish on it long term, but it barely missed earnings, so you can see that's consolidating, look like it's finding support. If this one gets back up over the 200 EMA, that would be a good buy again too. This is probably the 50-day on this one, on the 15-minute chart. Look, see guys, that's the reason why I like technicals. We had that line already drawn, and look, it come right down to it and consolidated. Gotta love technicals. There's actually only one more it can hit before it bottoms out, I guess. But see the sell off here. Once that shows reversal, I'm back in that one. This one I'd probably buy calls on instead of the shares. Right there it is. So you see how it sold off?
SCSN halted again at $1.80 now
I meant to went up. We'll look at it.
on another circuit breaker, San Diego, Cindy, November.
So you can see how it found support right in through here. We already had that line drawn. And it found support. And it's going to hold there. It's because other people watch for these support lines, and when they see them, you know, that might be a buy signal for somebody. You know, somebody might have been looking at Sophie for a while and said, hell, if it gets under $15, I'll buy. It got under $15, they started buying, and it found support. That's how that works. Before we switch back over and show you some other tools again, let me run down the chart and make sure we're at the updated one. See, that bounced. We figured it might, but it just ain't got enough volume to push it on up. Same thing with this one. It bounced, but what in the world? I think the guy on the squawk is eating. Wow, see, that's a good one. That turned out to be a pretty decent one. Congrats if y'all ended up buying into that one, man. That's pretty. Yep, I'm gonna call it gone on the one we was watching a minute ago. What you hear? For me, I would be out of it if it fell below this line with a full candle. Yeah, if you can see they halt whenever a certain percentage goes up. And that's what happened here if we come down to 1 minute. We can see that within a 3-minute period, it went up a certain percentage for it. We can actually tell you what that percentage is. So it went up 16% in 3 minutes. That's another thing I like about Webull. You can use the trend line right over here. If you look right in here with it, it'll tell you the dollar amount, or in this case cents amount, and it tells you the percentage, it tells you the angle, it tells you how many days, how many bars, all that. Pretty cool, huh? And you can get free stock if you sign up on it. Also, if you would try Robinhood, or if you want a second account to have more day trades or something like that, I threw up my Robinhood too in there. If you use it, both of us can get stocks on that. Just checking the messages again. Okay, so the tools that we've been using with this, guys. Let me bring you over. I want to show you these before the end of the day. Here's one. No. There it is. Lucid Tracking. Now this tracks ETFs, stuff like that. They have a free version and a paid for version. If you look over here, you can track the ARK Invest, BlackRock, Global X, crypto, and meme stocks. So you can see right in here that they bought more Palantir today, and that's how many shares. They sold Square. It's not nowhere near the amount that they have in Square. Go back. They sold C.
SCSN, SCSN buy resuming again now at $1.87.
But you can kind of see how, you know, having this information on these block trades and stuff, you can see how that can come in handy. Also, we have options trackers. Um, you can tell about how much money you can make off of these options. Right here is different strategies you can try to use. That's at Option Strat. Another one we have here is this one here at Options Profit Calculator. It's a good one to use. This is Google Trends. It's good to check out what's trending on Google. And then this right here, I love this. It tells you what's trending on Reddit, on Wall Street Bets on Reddit, Penny Stocks community, Bay Street Bets community, all that. Tomorrow Moves Trends, all that. This is one of the big reasons I picked up Wish, because it was showing good on the chart, and I knew it would have good eyes on it. Once people seen it moving, they'd buy in more. Then this right here is a godsend. Swing Trade Bot. We can see on this one that we put in Lucid and checked it out. It's going up in the short term, down in the midterm, and up in the long term. Which means if we play our cards right, we can buy calls, puts, and calls. Gives you all kinds of different indicators and stuff.
Says in bio,
See
the
it works.
CSN shares back over $2 now.
Oh,
Continuing to move off the 70-cent low. San Diego, Sandy, November.
so that's climbing back up. That's going. This might not be a bad little day trade for the
And
end
now
of the day.
shares halted at $2.10. Again, another circuit breaker. San Diego, Sandy, November.
Showing me it's moving. See, that and crashed out on us. That crashed out on us. That and consolidating into the close. Watch this one. If it gets volume, it could pump again, but we'll see. Look for profit takers near the end of the day, though. It being Friday, most people won't want to hold that until the weekend. I'd be very surprised if they did. Guys, right here's a triangle. You ever hear them talk about triangles and stuff on stocks? That's an ascending triangle. So what you draw these lines, if it breaks above this point, then it's bull like that. It's bullish. If it breaks below this point, it's bearish and going down. Usually what you like to see is a break above, retest, and then keep going. So see that in a two school. I think that did halt finally. Let me check Benzinga to make sure. If you got any other questions for the end of the day, just let me know. We'll go over whatever we can, guys. Oh, and if you find any value in what I'm bringing here, please hit that like and subscribe button, and hit that bell icon. It'll get the video out in front of more eyes, and it'll help me out with YouTube's algorithm. I appreciate it. Sure enough, it says trading halt. Yeah, circuit breaker. MTE. That's up to MTEL. And make sure you're on the right page. MT. That's not T. MTEL. Transmission. Let's see. ELDN. That's another one. ELDN. Yeah, they had a good little spot. I don't like playing these though. This low volume crap. It's so hard to tell what it's going to do. I like to be able to read the chart on it. Oh, look, spike back up. That's a good turnaround. Let's see if it can fall through. Come back right here in a second and check it out. There it went. We said we got good volume and keep on going. You see that volume spike up here? That price starts bouncing. Oh yeah.
Market on close and balance. Now $1.5 billion on the buy side.
Let me see if there's any news on Wish and AMC before we close out the day. Let me see about AMC. Nope. So guys, again, Sunday we will have our Sunday night around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll go over stocks that we're looking for the week coming. We'll create a watch list. We'll go over any news and earnings coming up, things like that, things to watch out for. And if you can't make it, that's fine. We'll post it to Twitter. But if you can make it, show up. Bring any stocks that you found. We'll go over them. We'll take a look at them, and we'll see what we can come up with as far as the watch list goes. I want to look at a couple of things. Oh wow. 1M is up. Let me make sure you're on this here. Yeah, we'll come back to that. So it had a nice little spike today. Almost a double bottom there. Still in that downtrend though. Guys, every time this gets down to the 27 mark, I always buy calls on this one. It always returns back up. Shame what happened to that stock anyway. Didn't need to be down. AMCX. This might be a good one to buy puts on. AMC Networks. No, this is not the theater system. This is the network. One that's Walking Dead and all that. Option prices on this one. Puts. They're not bad. That's actually really good on the Greeks. I like these a lot. Oh yeah, that's something we can go over Sunday there. Continuing on. Continuing on. It's always them end of the day surprises, man. See, right out that 100-day EMA line. And those just come up some. It was at 21 when I was playing it the other day. It's up to 27 now. Ethereum Classic's up. It was at 30 some the other day, and now it's at 61. Pretty much all the crypto, Litecoin. Ethereum is up $3,200. Wow, that's so cool. AMC is going to close riding off the 200. Where's Wish at? Wish is getting a little spot going into the afternoon. I'm still happy with my decision to purchase this. What else we got? There's something else here. What else was there? I don't remember now. Look at that. Still going, man. Kinda wishing I'd have bought in that and played that now. Be up about $2. Could have been $100, even $50.
1 minute to the U.S. market close.
Well, guys, that's going to end up getting this for the day. So like I said, Sunday we're going to have that. If y'all want to join us, I'll post it up on Twitter, give y'all a heads up and everything. If not, you have a great day.